welcome back to a new vlog. I don't know if that's a great angle for you, but welcome back to a new vlog. If my eyebrows look a tiny bit crazy, I have a bit of tint on them that I need to wash off soon, so if they look really dark, it's because they are. The tint needs to come off, but I'll catch you up on what I've been at. So there's been a few life changes for me, guys, and there's a lot of things that are going to be happening over the next few months, and I'm kind of nervous. I handed in my notice to work because I don't think I've told you on this channel. I think Dara's told his channel, but I've obviously worked at a bank for like the last 5 years. I'm finishing my job at the end of this month, and then me and Dara are going travelling Southeast Asia for a little bit, so that's going to be fun. I'm kind of nervous for that as well though. I think our time though in like the UK is done, so I don't know, will we end up back here? Will we end up home? Will we end up somewhere else? I really don't have a clue what we're going to be doing, but all I do know is I am going to be finishing my job and I am going to be travelling for a while, which is exciting stuff, guys. Exciting stuff. And I came home from Rome and I had a sickness. That's why I have been lazy with the vlogs. You can probably still hear it in my voice at the moment because I still have like a really like phlegmy cough and like a snotty nose that just like won't go away for some reason. So that's great. I've been trying to sort out Dara's like goodie bags for his team meetup, which is going to be next weekend, because this weekend we're going down to Birmingham. What else have I been up to? I've been trying to like sort out the house and like obviously get rid of some of our furniture, and like I've been sending like loads of Dara's clothes on Vinted. I've been just doing like a few of those really boring jobs that need to be done, because I think we'll be out of the UK in the middle of September. So we don't have too much longer left. And I feel a bit stressed. I feel a bit stressed, guys. So we need to just take it as it comes, see what's going to happen, and hopefully it's going to be fun, because I obviously have been dieting the last, I think it's been 14 weeks now. I'm not sure. I don't know what you count the last weeks or the last 2 weeks while I was in Rome as dieting, because obviously Rome, like I didn't really track or anything when I was over there. I just kind of had 3 meals a day and then an ice cream. So Rome wasn't like a total write-off. I came home, my weight was like the exact same, and then we decided that my food was going to go up a small bit just to like freshen me up. So my weight's up a small bit more again. I think it was 54 kg on stage for the Train by JP Pro Qualifier, and I was 55. So I'm up about a kg over the last 2.5 weeks, which is grand. I'm probably going to like maintain this weight until I know what I'm going to do, because I was going to do Romania at the end of August, but Dara has the Celtic Cast in, I don't know where the Celtic Cast is, but all I know is there's going to be a live Celtic Cast back home, and I am going to that. So I can't do Romania because I will be going to that show. So I don't really know what the story is with me doing another show yet, because I could probably do one of the shows that are going to be maybe the muscle contest or the PCA Ireland, but I don't want to feel fucked when we go travelling, because I don't want to be like pull myself back down, and I probably will going to have to get leaner again than where I was for the Train by JP, and see how things are. Even though for the Train by JP Pro Qualifier I think I was too lean for that show because I was the leanest on stage, but I don't really know what look to bring, because this is my first time doing fit model this season. So yeah, this is a lot of word vomit for you guys, but this is basically what's on my mind. So yeah, competing wise, I don't know what to do. I don't know, do I call my season here? I have a photo shoot in 2 weeks time that I am doing. I don't know, will I end up doing one of the shows back home? Will I just jump in last minute? Because I'm really not far off stage condition. If I wanted, I could be back to where I was in like 3 days. Do you know what I mean? So like, on the other hand then, it's like, I don't feel like nice in how I look at the moment. Feel pure skinny, and like just feel a bit disgusting when I look at myself. Feel a bit like just, oh, I don't know. And obviously it's great that I'm able to get lean and I'm able to diet and I'm able to do this and I'm able to do that, but I feel like the more I do it, the more I realise that I don't really like how I look when I'm like really sucked down. Because for most people, they like love the like really lean look, but for me, I don't really like it on myself as much. I don't mind dieting. I love the whole prep and like all that. Then it comes to the end of it and I'm looking at myself and I feel like I look like a 12-year-old boy. Do you know what I mean? Just with a fake pair of boobs. So like, I'm like, do I just call it a day? I really don't know what to do, guys. I really don't know. Because I just want to feel like nice in how I look again. And like, me saying that, it's not like I want to go up like 10 kg. I literally probably will put on about 3 kilos and I will feel probably pretty happy in how I look. But like, obviously it's going to have to be like slow and steady, and it's not going to be like within the space of like a 3-day binge that I'd go up that much weight. But I just don't know. I really don't know. I just feel a bit disgusting and feel pure, like just skinny. I don't even feel like I look lean or anything at the moment. I just feel pure skinny. And I still am like lean enough, but yeah, I just don't know. I don't really know what I want to do. That's basically it. So that's where I've been. I've been sick for like the majority of last week. Then I obviously am leaving my job, so I've been doing that, trying to sort this house out, and then ordered myself some photo shoot outfits 2 days ago because I have nothing for that. So hopefully they come in time and they look okay on me. My eyebrows look crazy. Need to get my hair done next week, sorting out the goodie bags for the photo shoot or the meetup. And I'm just trying to get myself back on track, guys, from Rome. I really am. I'm just trying to get myself back on track. I'm sorry this was really long, but I just thought I'd explain myself to you. So yeah, that's everything. Good morning, friends. It's the next day. I'm just making my first meal. It is currently 10 to 8. Eggs are on the pan. I actually just fucking broke one of the yolks, so sad times. My mince and asparagus is cooked, and we've actually added the mango back into this meal, thank God, because it was a bit sad with no mango. But there's not really many good places to put you in this kitchen. But I'm ready for the gym. I have legs today, my second leg day of this week so far, and then I have a rest day tomorrow, legs, or upper Saturday, legs Sunday. We're actually going to Birmingham Sunday because Dara has a posing seminar that he's speaking at, so that should be all fun. I DIY'd a top for my photo shoot, okay? I'll show you this in a while, and I'm really hoping that my vision I have in my head comes to life, because what I wanted I could not find, so I said I'd make it myself. And I had cut up a pair of leggings as well because I have like a certain vision in my head of what I want, and I just don't know if it's going to come true. I'm still currently sick, day 10 post Rome, which is absolutely fabulous. So I'm going to take Dara's new camera to the gym today as well, and I'm going to try record my session because this camera I can't connect a mic to, so it's fine for when I'm at home, but like when I'm in the gym it's obviously super loud and I would have to be screaming into the camera really up close if he were to hear what I was saying. So I'm going to try take his camera with his mic today, and I'll bring you through my leg session, finish cooking my eggs and have my breakfast, probably do a second batch of steps and then start my day. Okay guys, I've made it to the gym. I'm not really too sure what I'm doing with this camera. There's too much going on at this very moment in time, so bear with me if I'm all over this footage. But for today's leg session, I have, first up, I will be doing my cable rear delt fly. So I'm going to try set you up somewhere and hopefully you will be able to see what I'm doing. I'll give you a view of what I look like with this monstrosity. So this is me and said camera. I am not too sure what I'm doing with this bad boy. Okay, next up, hip thrust. When you're doing a hip thrust, don't use a bench that's too big, because I know most people do. So a bench that when you're like at the top of the hip thrust, you're able to like lift your hips a tiny bit higher than how high the bench is. So you're like almost in a rainbow shape at the top. That's what I like to think. So I am going to start warming up with 220s here. This camera is making me feel like so intimidated. I feel like everyone knows I don't know what I'm doing with this thing. And like, this camera's kind of far away from me and I'm zoomed right up into my face. So like, you're all up my business at the moment. But anyway, let's get hip thrusting. So like I said, when you're doing this, okay, shoulder blades are going to be like nearly coming off the side of this bench when you're performing a hip thrust. Feet shoulder width apart. I like to put my toes pointing forward, and then at the top I like to almost go into like an upside down C. So I'm getting like full contraction through the glutes here. So slowly down, you want to come about halfway, pause for a second, and then up to the top, big squeeze, and then back down nice and controlled. I'll probably do like 8 reps here to warm up before I put on a small bit more weight. I can feel you staring at me. I think Dara's a bit intimidated, guys, because he keeps looking at me, and it's because he's after putting on about fucking 6 kilos while we row from row, and I've not really put on any weight at all. So when he gets in pictures with me next week, he's probably going to look like a little buffalo. Okay, so second warm-up set here for me, 2 plates. I'm going to do 6 reps, and then I'm going to do my first working set weight, 3 plates per side. So let's get into it. This is my first working set of the leg day, because I don't really count those upper body exercises. They're more like fucking warm-up. So going for 10 to 12 here. I think I should be able to manage that quite easily. The earphones are gone on as well, if you can't tell. So it's getting serious. Okay guys, next up we have hip extensions. These are one of my favourite glute exercises. Fun fact, I know, but if you are going to be doing these with dumbbells, make sure you do wear a pair of wraps, because the dumbbells do be getting slippy and they do be falling out of your hand. So always wrap up on this exercise and you should be good to go. Sometimes I do like to do these banded, but I'm not really too strong at the moment, so no banded is. So there isn't an extra bit of tension. Sometimes I feel like I get vertigo when I have to go down and like wrap the dumbbells with my little wraps for the 5 seconds I'm down here. So once I have my dumbbells all nice and tight in my hands, I like to come up to the top, okay, full squeeze. On the way down, I'm hinging from the hips, my arms are coming forward. Okay? When I can't stop hinging, I stop, pause, and then drive back up to the top. Hinge, arms come forward. Stop, and then drive it up to the top. Next I have slip machine, reverse lunge. I actually love these, but they're actually quite tricky to get the hang of. I don't think I've fully nailed them down yet, but I do try my best. So drive my knee that is on the platform out to the side a tiny bit and step back with my other leg, barely tapping it off the floor, and then driving back up. We try to stay as braced as I possibly can as well, because these are actually quite difficult if you do them properly. Any dumbbell movements, wear your wrist wraps, because you will not be able to lift half as much weight if you don't have them on. So wrap yourself up and then off we go. I know most people, I feel like most girls can actually do these correct. It's the boys that I see doing the RDLs wrong all the time. Not trying to call any males out or anything, but that's usually what I see. Okay, so shoulders are going to be back and down, core nice and braced, and I'm hinging from the hips. My arms are literally brushing off the sides of my legs. All the way down until I can't push my hips back anymore, pause, and then drive up.